Kenston gets a goal 2:02 into overtime from Val Carrero for a 2-1 win over visiting Strongsville on Sunday night at the Pond in Red Central action. Boy, Red Central, I'm going to have to get used to that. After 19 years covering high school hockey, you got the Red North, you got the good old Red Southeast. Red Central will take some getting used to, but that's my problem. I'll get over it. But be that as it may, a nice win here for Kenston. It was a dogfight and not the most ideal situation in the world, certainly. Playing the same team on a back-to-back, a 9 o'clock puck drop on a Sunday night, on a school night. The game goes until 11 o'clock, after 11, I should say. Not the easiest situation in the world, but the Bombers were able to rise to the occasion when it mattered. As far as the positives, I think it was a mixed bag overall from the Bombers, but I think the biggest positive, obviously, is being able to reign in a low-scoring dogfight like this. And you saw signs of how potent Kenston can be as a hockey team. I think late in that second period, when they went on the power play, the cycle was good. They were moving their feet. I think they found some confidence and some rhythm there with their puck movement there on that power play late in the second period. They didn't get anything out of it goal-wise, but they were able to get some encouragement out of it going into the third. And then in the third period, we saw more of the trademarks that we're used to from Kenston. A little bit more speed into the zone, a little bit better puck movement. The breakouts were a little more crisp. And they were able to put 8 shots on goal there in the third period, and they were quality looks. But Mustangs goaltender Luke Bell, obviously not our coverage area, but I got to give him a shout out, I should say. He was outstanding there in the third period with 8 saves there to keep it a 1-1 game and get it to overtime. Strongsville had their moments. Certainly, but Bell did well to get the Mustangs to that point, to that extra session, because Kenston was getting some good looks there in the third period. I remember a Bennett Wenger wrister in particular. There was a pretty good look there on the left side of the crease, but Bell was able to turn that away and keep it a 1-1 game going into overtime. And Carrero, if you haven't seen, I think, one of the best kept secrets in our area, one of the more complete forwards that we have in our area, regardless if it's GLHL or GCHSHL. He is a dynamic player, has scored a ton of goals and amassed a lot of points for this Kenston hockey team over the last couple of years. Had a big goal there early in the game, and then obviously closes it out there in OT, is able to show some strength on the puck there in traffic and snap a wrister top shelf to send the Bombers away, the winners here at 2-1. Thomas had to work some different pieces in and out of the lineup. Kyle Silk is out with a leg injury, so they've had to mix their lines up a little bit, and it's coming along. They can obviously score a lot of goals with Carrero and Bennett Wenger, and they got a lot of guys who can light the lamp for this hockey team. But there were some things in this game that weren't particularly fantastic. Just me watching it, and I understand. It's the back end of a home and home. It's a Sunday night, it's a school night, people are tired. I totally get it, but even strength for me in the first and second period could have been a lot better. I don't think the Bombers were as assertive as they should have been on the back check for large stretches of this hockey game. But again, they were able to keep it a 1-1 dogfight, keep it a low-scoring dogfight. That first goal was a tough one to give up by Strongsville to me. That was a sloppy pass, on the edge of the neutral zone, on the edge of the offensive zone there, that a Strongsville player is able to intercept, skate in, do well to put away to make it a 1-0 hockey game. But Kenston was able to bounce back from that, hang in there until they found their confidence there in the offensive zone in the third period, and then obviously able to win it there in OT. So, it's going to be very interesting here in Barron Cup 1 coming up. I think it's wide open. Obviously, Mentor's been playing fantastic hockey. They're probably the favorite right now. But you're seeing some different results that don't make a whole lot of sense, but at the same time suggest parity. And I think that makes for a good mix for Barron Cup 1. And who knows, at the Kent District, maybe Kenston can be a factor deep into that again as well. But they have the pieces in place. Maybe they don't have that dynamic two-way defenseman that kind of helps them get going out of the D zone that they've had in years past. But this is a good hockey team. Tom is a great coach with his playing background. He's forgotten more about hockey than most of us will ever know. So he sees the game so well, and he passes that on to his players, and that makes for a dangerous hockey team. And Kenston's been obviously playing very well this year at 16-4, and they keep that good run going here with a 2-1 victory over Strongsville late on Sunday night.